Why the bulletproof vest?
Oh, it's not. Oh no, that's just it's the new style. You've been in the can for a while. This is what everybody. That's what all the talk show hosts are wearing.
This is a new thing, right?
Yeah.
See, if somebody gonna do something about it, see, technology is so high, right?
Right.
So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they get blood from somebody with AIDS. Yeah. And then they shoot you with it.
Oh, so that seems bad.
That's a slow death.
Yeah.
An easy thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Okay. Way to lighten the mood.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Suge's terror alert level just went from elevated to high.
I didn't think Bob had cancer. If Bob had cancer, I think it was injected in him in some way. I really do think so. I didn't think he really had cancer. I don't think so. But that's what they say. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do something to him. But that is left to be seen, you know, because whatever good a man done in this world, he will get paid. If you do good, you're going to get pay in return. If you do bad, you're going to get pay in return.
Several people close to Erin Hernandez are expressing doubt into the manner of his death. The former Patriots tight end was found hung by a bedsheet in his prison cell early Wednesday morning. The Massachusetts Department of Corrections ruled his death a suicide, but his former agent Brian Murphy is adamant that Hernandez would not take his own life. Hernandez's lawyer also doubts the cause of death as suicide, according to TMZ, and says the family is opening a full investigation.
ABC's John Schriffen is in North Dartmouth, Massachusetts with the latest. Good morning, John.
Well, George, good morning. This is now Erin Hernandez's new reality, the medium security facility here behind me, where he woke up in a jail cell this morning all by himself. This after he was arrested yesterday, charged with murder, released by the New England Patriots, and the judge denying him bail.
Your Honor, the defendant is charged with the murder of Odin Lloyd.
The 23-year-old former New England Patriot tight end stood hand.
You take the 6 and 17 and add that together, you get 14, and 14 is 2 sevens or 77, and 77 is a staged event. So right there, there's a little bit of code there playing into the story. And this story never made any sense, that this guy, a football player, had fame and fortune. He had just signed a $40 million contract with the New England Patriots, and was set for life and had a nice house, and I think he was about 23 or 24 when this happened, when the murder occurred. I think it was 23. And had everything going for him. He was playing on a great team, the New England Patriots, who had been to the Super Bowl in 2011. And all of a sudden, the guy decides to start killing people, and for no reason. Like all these other stories that the news media creates, all the fake stories. And had a rented car and forgot to take the shell casing used in the murder out of the rented car. Yeah, that sounds like something that would happen in real life and totally believable. And I don't know where they're going here. Once again, 777 for order out of chaos. So I don't know what this story is all about. Whether this guy is always smiling, even though he's being taken away in cuffs, never looks distressed whatsoever, seems as happy as a lark, and he knows this is all BS and whatever, he's acting a little part out. I mean, that's what it seems like to me.
It was an emotional scene in court yesterday as the alleged details of the crime were read out loud. The victim's mother actually walked out, just too much for her to handle. As for Hernandez, he is due back in court July the 24th. George?
Okay, John, thanks. ABC's Chief Legal Affairs anchor Dan Abrams back with us again right now. So you heard Hernandez's lawyer there. He says this is a circumstantial case, not a strong one.
Well, it's a classic circumstantial case, and it may be a strong one. I mean, you're talking about surveillance tapes. You're talking about cell phone text messages. You're talking about physical evidence, shell casings, this piece of bubble gum found near a shell casing, which they believe they can link back to Hernandez. You've got the destroyed surveillance tapes. You've got a cell phone that's handed over in pieces. So it's true this is a circumstantial case, but prosecutors seem to have been able to piece together everything. They've gone minute by minute to piece together almost everything that they believe happened.
What they're not saying is that Hernandez pulled the trigger, but that doesn't matter in a murder charge.
That's right. They wouldn't need, they used the word orchestrated the execution. Now, they certainly were suggesting that he pulled the trigger, and it looks like that's what they're going to charge him with. They see him with the gun. They see him with a gun walking in afterwards, etc. But they wouldn't need that to convict him of murder.
What they don't also seem to have is a very powerful motive.
The motive is odd here. I mean, the idea that something happens at a nightclub many days earlier, and then Hernandez decides to call in this guy who is apparently dating his girlfriend's sister, but that didn't seem to have been the issue. So we're going to need, and look, you don't need to prove motive, but in a case like this, jurors are going to want to know why. Why would he have done this? Why would he call, have a conversation with him, and then execute him at 3 in the morning? So I do think that motive, while not necessary, is going to be important for the prosecutors to establish.
So there you go. There's no motive.